Chris's Magic. This is video number 34, but it's not a trick this time. I'm doing something which I said I wouldn't do, but trying to do something different. This is a tutorial of a trick I've done before. So in particular, trick number 20, the Card Eliminator. This is the tutorial for that. Firstly, thank you so much for watching. Please give the video a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Secondly, if you like the tutorial and want to see more, please let me know in the comments section. And specifically, if you want tutorials for specific tricks, please let me know. And also, if you do try this yourself, please let me know how you got on. Really keen to know if it worked and how you got on with it. But anyway, here we go. Here's the trick. Pack of cards here, all mixed up, all random. Let's give them a little shuffle. Like so. And I would have a spectator. There's a spectator for the trick 20. Go and check that out. So the spectator would say stop. It's here. Let's say. I won't look at the card. That would be their card. It gets put on the top and they would cut the deck. And I would ask them to call out stop. Let's say they say stop here. And then I would spread the deck saying, a lot of people think the card has disappeared here. But can you see your card? I would assume they'd say yes, because the card has not disappeared. I'd ask them then to give them a little shuffle. I'll do another one, being that I'm chucking cards all over the place. And a couple of cuts as well. Let's say they cut there. Now, the idea of this is that I can locate their card. So, let's make sure we can see them all. So on this specific example, what I would do is get them to put their hand on mine. And as I go along, I'm going to try and feel if I can find out where their card is. So I don't think it's any of these. So I'm going to put these to the side. I'll do it again. I don't think it's any of those. Spread them out a little bit more. Let me get rid of those. And I'll do it again. And that would be their card. And I would expect them to say that is their card, and that would be the trick. So this is the tutorial for it. There's no setup for this. There's no cards put on the top of the deck, bottom of the deck, anything like that. They are just a bunch of cards all mixed up and random, but it makes use of a key card. What do I mean by a key card? Key card is a card that you know and its exact position. And in specifically, it's the top card. In this case, the 5 of hearts. As you look at it, the 5 of hearts, the top card. You need to memorize that card. However you do that, I did it in a trick by going through quickly and just glancing at the end. I also then did a riffle shuffle. So a riffle shuffle, you split them in two, and to keep the card in position, you just make sure that this card is the last one that goes down. So you can see it's the last one that goes down. When you riffle it, it remains on the top. So that is the key card. You can do it anyway. You could do a ribbon shuffle like that and just have a look at the card, get them to see. They're not going to remember or pay too much attention to what the top card is, because they're just looking there. If you do the ribbon shuffle, that they're all spread out. For the ribbon shuffle, all you do is you hold the cards like this with your finger on that side, and as you spread them along the deck, you just move your finger up slightly, and then they'll spread out like so. I'll do a tutorial of that. But anyway, you can see 5 of hearts is the top card, and that's what we're looking at, the key card here. And then it is just a free selection. They're not going to select the top card unless they're trying to be clever and cute, and you say, as I spread the deck, call out stop, and as you go like that, they say stop. So to avoid that, you go through the top few cards and then say stop when you're ready, and then they can't select the top card. Let's say they say stop here. We'll look at this one together. That's the 5 of spades. That's quite useful. 5 of hearts, 5 of spades. And usually what would happen is you put the card in the middle of the deck. For this trick, you're putting it on the top. So what happens here is it's directly above the key card, the 5 of hearts and the 5 of spades. So it's directly above, but when you turn them over and spread them, it's going to be directly below. Yeah, just making sure I've got it in the right order there. So then what I do is, because I need to not find out where the card is and what the card is, you could do this. But it's a little bit too obvious because they can see it on the top. So to stop any order and it going, you do a cut, because that way you're going to cut above those two and they still stay in the same order. But as you cut them, they are somewhere in the middle of the deck, so it looks a lot more random. And then you can go through and you can see them here. So again, this is your key card, the 5 of hearts. And then because it was above when we had them face down, it's then going to be above again. That was how we had it before. So it's going to be directly below your key card as you look at the face up deck. So you know that your key card is the 5 of hearts. So therefore, you know by spreading them, the one directly beneath the 5 of spades is their card. So you can go through like that. Make sure you go through quickly and just take a glance. They're going to say they can see their card. Again, they're not going to notice that the 5 of hearts was on the top of the deck when you spread them earlier. They're not going to make that connection. But for what I did for the trick was I did the little ribbon shuffle. And again, doesn't make any sense. We've got the 3 5s next to each other. But again, you're looking for the key card, the 5 of hearts that was on the top of the deck earlier. And directly below is their card, the 5 of spades. From there, because you know what their card is, you don't need your key card anymore. So you can get them to shuffle it, which will change the order most likely, and move the 5s from away from each other. You can get them to shuffle them as many times as you like and do a load of cuts. The whole point of this is to make the spectator believe that it's all random and they've been shuffled up, completely mixed up in order. You have no idea where they go. Then from there, what I like to do is the ribbon shuffle, but for essentially from here, and you can see with the shuffle that they haven't moved at all. But that what you're doing there is just trying to find their card. You don't need to find your key card because you already did that part and you know what their card is, which is the 5 of spades. From here, all it is how you want to present the trick. So I did the ribbon shuffle, which you can see on the trick, I think on number 20, which is what I did. Put their hand on top and go along. And you just play along with the fact that their card is there. And you just say to them, as you're going along, when you're moving away from their card or not near their card, they're pressing down normal amount. When you get towards their card, they're lifting their hand a little bit because I don't want you to know where their card is. So you can just lie and say the pressure changes when they get towards your card, and that's how you can identify the card. And for a little bit of suspense, move cards away, make the area of the cards that are spread smaller, which is what I did in the performance. Just adds a little bit of suspense, but it's essentially how you want to present it. So you could even do a mentalist, a mind reading trick. You know, say the name of your card, and so I spread my hand along the deck, and obviously that's their card. So you can then lie and say the voice that you could hear became clearer when you were in the middle. So therefore you can identify the card, and you do that by saying it's louder there. So I don't think it's any of these. And that's what I mean. You've made the selection smaller. So if you spread them out, you can spread them out and see a lot more of the cards like so. And you do that again and either make it even smaller, or what I did, slam down on the card, and that is the card. And then that's how you get to the card. But it's all about the key card. You need to identify the key card, put their card directly on top of it, and then when you spread them and turn them upside down after you've given them a cut, their card will be directly underneath your key card. That then, the trick is pretty much done, like I say, because you know what their card is, and you can do whatever you want then. You can present the trick however you wish after that, because you know their card, and that is a trick done. But that's a tutorial all about the key card. Please let me know what you thought of the tutorial, and if you decided to go out and try it yourself, and let me know how you got on. Really keen to see if the tutorial worked and I can actually teach people how to do this stuff. Please give the video a like. Also hit a subscribe on the channel if you haven't done so already, and the notification bell really helps. And like I said, let me know what you think in the comments section, and be back next week with a trick next week for trick 34. But if you like the tutorial and want to see more, let me know in the comment section. In specific, if you want me to do a specific trick, let me know and I can do a tutorial for that. Back next week. Thanks for watching.